Hey everybody, Mac here, and we are going to do multiplying exponents. This is worksheet B. If you haven't seen A yet, or if you haven't seen the video of me doing this on a whiteboard, go to maxtutorials.com, and it's written right down there. And so go there and you can learn a lot. And whenever you like and subscribe to the videos, I love it. Now, what we learned in the previous videos is that when you multiply exponents with the same base, meaning that they're both x's, right? Okay, so they're both x's. All we're going to do is we're going to add the exponents. But wait, there's a negative one. What do I do? Add them together. What's 4 plus negative 2? It's just a 2. That's all you do. Wait, you can have negative exponents? I'll explain in the next video. Right now, just go with it. X. Add the exponents. I have a negative 1 and a 3. That's a 2. How about my y's? That's like a 1 over there. So that's y to the third. Okay? Number 3. Ooh, there's a big plus sign. Are they like terms? Yep, the letters and exponents are the same. So this is just 5x. Now, is it to the fourth? No, it is not to the fourth. Remember, when we add exponents, we copy. Okay, so we just copy them down. Number 4 is also a plus sign. I have a negative 2 and a 3. They're both xy, so they're like terms. So that's just a 1 xy. And of course, you don't need the 1, so we'll take it out. That's really just the answer. 5, that is the multiplication. So that's going to be a positive 8. Negative times negative is positive. A. Do I leave it? No, because when you multiply, you have to add these. So it's going to become an a squared. So that's the big thing. You need to know that when you add, you copy. When you multiply, you add. Okay? Now, what do you do if they're a power? Well, that's a whole nother video. We'll get to that. All right, here we go. A negative 3 times a 3 is a negative 9. X's, I'm just going to add them together. What's 4 plus a negative 3? A 1, so I just leave it. And there's the y. Number 7, I'm going to multiply and get a negative 24, a b squared. Okay, there's no adding to do there because they were not the same base. Number 8, negative 10, r. So I've got my 4 here and a negative 3 there. So that's just r to the 1, or just r. And my s's, well, I have a lot of s's, right? They're both positive. That's going to be s to the 9. All right, number 9. Ooh, a subtraction problem. Add a line, change the sign. They are like terms. So therefore, that's going to become a 1, p to the 10th? No, to the 5th. Because remember, when we add or subtract, we just copy. And I don't really need that 1. So the answer is just simply p to the 5th. Okay? I'm sorry if you hear a lot going on in the background. My dog just got his ears cleaned, and he's rolling on his back, scratching his ear. Here we go. Negative 21. Oh, and now he's excited and running around. Sorry about that, if you hear little footsteps. So let's go this one. So negative 21. Now let's do our x's. I have an x to the negative 3 and an x to the 1. That's going to be an x to the negative 2. That's right. Shake your ear. Here we go. And y, that's like a 1. That's going to be to the negative 1 because a negative 2 and a positive 1 is a negative 1. Come here, buddy. So here we go. Let's go up here. So now I only have 5 as a coefficient. That's like 5 times 1, right? So that's just a 5. How about my x's? We're multiplying, so add them up, and I get x to the 8, y to the, what's 3 plus a negative 2? 1. So I just leave it. Oh, look, it's an addition problem, and they are like terms. That's just negative 2, a squared, b squared? No, ab, because when we add, we copy. When we add, we copy. When we multiply, we add. Okay? 13. What about when we divide? Again, that's another video. 8, positive 8. Negative times a negative is a positive. Let's count our x's. X6, there you go, buddy. Good job. Here we go. X to the 6, and we're going to get a y, and we're going to get a z. And there's 2 z's. Look at that. Z squared. Okay, let's go to number 14. We have 5 times a negative 5, which should be a negative 25. How many a's do I have? I got 2 of them. How many b's do I have? I got 6 of them. How many c's? Just the 1. 15, okay? So let's go 35, x to the 4th, y to the negative 2. Now he's rolling in a blanket. Hey, buddy, did you just get your ears cleaned? You feel like you need the itch? Sorry, buddy. All right, sorry, I'm back to the video. All right, so number 16, I see that plus sign, and I see that they're like terms, so I'm going to add a to the what? When we add, we copy. Okay, 17. I'm going to have a negative 7 times a negative 2, which is a positive 14. And I've got P, I've got a negative 5 and a 1, P to the negative 4, R to the 4th. My goodness, Samson. Wow, he is wrapped up in a blanket right now. I may have to redo this video. That's a lot of snorting you guys are hearing. Okay? And then now, 18, I got a 6 times a negative 2, which is going to give me a negative 12. X to the what? Remember, that's like a 1. So it's going to be x to the 5th, y. All right, number 19, we have a negative 5 times a negative 6, which is a positive 30. A to the what? Remember, that's like a 1. Write it in. Sometimes that helps you. And what's a negative 3 plus 1? That's a negative 2. B to the 4th. And now let's go to number 20. Ooh, that's a minus sign. Add a line, change the sign. They are like terms. What if they weren't? What if that was M3 and M2? Then you would just leave it. Let me show you. So that's just going to be 11M3 because we copy. But what if it was 5M cubed plus 6M squared? Do you know what that adds up to? Nothing. That's it. They're not like terms. You can't combine. You would just stop there. Okay? But that's not what it is. All right, so because they are like terms, you can add them up together. All right, that is B. So I hope you enjoyed that. C is going to be just like B. So if some of these were a little confusing or you want more practice, go on to C. If you feel really good, you're good to go on to the next step, okay? Way to go, guys. I'll see you in the next round.